Oh, shit. Okay, so I started recording while my hold on. Okay, and I also So first up, I started recording when the webcam was on the floor. Then I picked it up and then I had to readjust it so you could see my face. But I'm not gonna edit it out because I think it's okay that these videos that I'm making are candid, right? I think that it's great that since it's my website and I take it seriously and I'm glad that I think that it really does help people. Um, I want to be candid and I want you guys to see me as who I am because I just don't want to play off a role like, oh, I'm this, or you know what I mean, and I'm gonna talk like a scholar and use humongous words and try to talk down to anybody because I want to relate to everybody on their level. So this is Jordan. This is me. This is how I am. You know what I mean? So what I want to talk about today is that I've concluded that the world is made of pretty much bad people, right? Because I mean, okay, I believe pretty strongly that how you're raised is the most important thing. Does genetics matter? Of course they do. But if you raise a kid right, unless they're like a sociopath, like, and born a sociopath, I mean, your kid will probably turn out okay. I think these days, people use genetics to blame their bad parenthood. They so do. It's like, oh, no, I wasn't a bad parent. My kid was just born crazy, you know? And I don't like that. Um, I think being a good parent is really important, and there's so much that goes into that that a lot of people just shouldn't be parents. In fact, that's why, not just because I'm gay, but because, like, I want to adopt. Because I feel like I don't want to bring a child into this terrible world, this world that I really do feel is horrible. So it's like more like I'm going to save this child who's been brought into this world by some person, and I want to give them a life that's really good. Because if they're already going to be forced to live on this horrible planet, like, I want to, and like, I don't know, I don't want little Jordans running around, and I just cannot. I mean, I guess I could do the whole surrogate and everything, but I cannot have sex with a woman. I just can't. And like I said, I mean, candid, like, no way. I don't think it's physiologically possible. Like, if the world depended on me doing this, I do not think that I could possibly, physiologically, get, get it up to do that. So, that's out. And I'm going to be a prosecutor, and I'm going to be making, like, $40,000 a year. So, adoption will be expensive. But I'm thinking, wouldn't it be cool, like, I'll just walk up to some stupid-ass teen pregnant girl and be like, okay, I'll keep your baby, okay? As long as you're not smoking or drinking or smoking crack when you're pregnant. Like, I'll be like, I'll pay for your visits to the doctor, and then you can just give me the baby, and then we can pretend like this never happened. Of course, legally, I'm not saying I'm just gonna take this baby. That'd get me into a lot of shit, but, yeah. So that's that. But anyway, the world is made of bad people, right? I'd say maybe 30% of people are good. And then my friend was saying the other day, like, well, people aren't really bad. It's just that they get caught up in their own world and they mistreat others because of that. But that kind of makes you a bad person to me. Yes, people have to be concerned about yourself, but being selfish is a really bad thing, you know? And hurting others, Like, my friend was telling me about someone at her job making fun of someone because they're deaf. Like, he works at a bank, and someone who's deaf walks in, and you're gonna make fun of someone for that. And someone who is mentally retarded walked in, and you're gonna make fun of someone for that? It was born that way? And then, of course, someone who was gay came in, and he's, like, making fun of their cars. They do, seriously? Aren't you, like, 25? Like, is this really, like, appropriate? Like, we're not in 5th grade. We're not even in 8th grade or 10th grade or 11th grade. Like, it's like, grow up. Like, why mistreat somebody for something that they haven't done wrong? You know? Like, honestly, and I'm not saying this in a religious way, obviously. Like, I feel in humanity. Like, I am your brother, and you are my sister in humanity. And therefore, we should help each other and be nice to each other. And when we see someone who's upset, we should try to be there for them, And really try to understand other people's perspective on things. But in order for me to do that, I have certain expectations. Don't come to me with your stupid religious shit. And yeah, don't, people who are like, oh, you're gay? But I support civil unions. It's like, fuck you. I don't need you in my life. Fuck you. I don't need your support for civil unions. Either you accept me for who I am, and you support me having everything you can have, And I'd say that to anybody. Like, if someone dared try to say, oh, Christians shouldn't have this right, or straight people shouldn't have this right, I would jump on them very fast. So, if before, we're all good to each other and stuff, you need to respect everyone's human rights and really treat other people the way they deserve to be treated. Now, like if someone's a pedophile, a rapist, a murderer, then of course, send them to prison. We don't need to treat those people well, we do, humanely, but I'm not saying to love this person, but I'm saying if I'm walking down the street and I'm just doing my own thing, I'm going to school, I'm going to work, I'm just doing what I'm doing and trying to do something with my life and trying to be happy, why make fun of me for anything that's not something funny? Like, okay, big deal. Like my glasses. Okay, you can make fun of me for that. These are my grandpa's glasses from the military, and I look like a total dork. Like, I know. And that's okay to make fun of me for it. Because that's okay. But what I'm talking about, all I'm saying is about derogatory things. That's stupid. But I think that we as human beings need to care more about each other and really think about, before we say things to people, to really think about how that's going to hurt them. Like, if it's justified and it's something horrible, then yeah, sometimes you do have to, like, verbally bitch slap someone. But before we say something that we know might hurt someone, like, really, I think that would really help the world. And if you're upset with someone, talk it out. Don't get ghetto on them or go ape shit or anything, unless they did something really horrible. But, like, talk it out. Be like, something you said hurt my feelings. And if they care about you, then they'll listen. So this video is getting kind of long, and I don't want to, like, ramble forever on y'all people. But the thing is, these last couple days, I've really been sort of sad about humanity for a few reasons. So I just really thought maybe if just some people saw this and they really thought about this, like I said, in humanity, the way I ideally see it is that I really am your brother, and you're my sister, or my brother. And I don't want to hate you for any reason that's not your fault, and for who you are, as long as you're not a bad person. As long as you don't want to make this world a worse place. So, yeah, just try to take that, whether you're a Christian who hates me for having an atheist website, or for any reason, try to take that with you. I really appreciate that. Right?